watcher. This video has been requested by my clanmate about how to make progress in this game. So in this video I will show you my way of farming items, guns and equipment as efficiently and economically as possible, while still not taking forever, you know? Right off the start, how to progress in this game, if you want to have a smooth progress, I would actually suggest you to buy a second recycler if you want. Because yeah, it's a pain having a single recycler, because a recycler is very important, as you can see. You only progress by doing Bunker Alpha. That is the main way of progressing inside this game. Just by doing the Bunker Alpha you get all the scrap metal, which is later molten into iron. The batteries provide you with copper, and flashlights and watches provide you with more scrap metal and more bolts. You also get aluminium from flashlights and from aluminum wires, you know. From these you get aluminum ingots and plates, and those you get inside the Bunker Alpha. Now, as you can see, this is our ideal weapon of choice. Metal pipe. What does it require? As you can see, it's extremely cheap and extremely strong. It requires bolts, iron and leather. Leather you can farm in locations like on Rest Stop, you can get it, the hunting event or whatever, and also on zones when you farm wood. So yeah, and iron you can get it anywhere, pretty much. Now as you can see, these recyclers, they give the scrap iron really easily and efficiently, and because you also get copper, you can make steel pretty easily and effortlessly. And wood, you can get it simply, you know, by farming in the zones. You get the wood, you get the charcoal, and you can just pretty much AFK inside the base and craft steel. Now what's important, I will go to the Bunker Alpha and show you how I do the runs. Just to let you know, I have taken the seasoned meat buff from the healer for increased gun damage. Alright, we are inside the bunker. Just a moment. This is where I store my melee weapons. Usually you will need a few weapons which deal 35 damage, so if you don't have modded machetes, you can always take a regular katana. And you can get katanas from a green police card. From these you can get katana and other valuable melee weapons. And from these you can get pretty much anything you ever want. So I will take this, I will take this, and let's see. I will return, okay, while I'm at it, this is the hard mode bunker chest. Basically, this is your one armor set for boss, for the blind one, for which you just need 2 shotguns, or even less if they are upgraded. In my example I need 1 and even less, but you will probably need 2 just to be safe, you know. And there is also another armor for clearing your way up to the blind one. And this is just a weapon of choice. It's really good because zombies have damage reduction and sadly metal pipe isn't enough. They will like have 2 HP or so, and wasting a hit of metal pipe for just 2 HP doesn't seem right, so machete is a weapon of choice. Cold Python is ideal for taking out the parasites out of exploders. If you don't feel like if you don't have the power shot or can't kill the exploder, you know, if you feel paranoid about it exploding in your face. Anyway, I will rearrange some stuff, so I will see you at the bottom. Okay, while I'm at it, I will show you how you can, you know, clear this lobby. It's quite easy. You can sneak to this guy, pretty obvious. You can also wall trick him around this area, if you want. Hello, specialist. This guy is the best. You know, he may have scammed others, but he never scammed me. So, you know, he's my best buddy. Over here, we got this fella, dead. Gonna do this, gonna do this. And now this is something I wanted to show you. You can clear this if you have a longer range melee weapon. So this guy here does not get alerted. I will now make a short cut until I rearrange stuff in this chest and until I am prepared. See you in a moment. We are back and we are ready to clear the second floor of the bunker. In case you are interested in what we got, in what I got, here are the results. I swapped the armor. Here I got the Glock. Here I got the 2 assault rifles, which is lucky indeed. And now we are going to go up. Let's descend onto the second floor. Here we have a bunch of regular zombies, so if you have the sledgehammer, it's going to be the best. You can just hit the zombie, retreat, and avoid getting hit in return. If you get hit once, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Why would you want to avoid getting hit? Because to avoid getting your armor damaged. It's the main reason. And if you are worried about the mods, these are common mods and they are they're obtainable on farm, on airdrops and other locations, if you're lucky. But mostly on farm and airdrops, same as this. Same as the mods for metal pipe. This rare mod, it's a bit tricky to get, but you can get it on the farm. Same goes for the machete. If you can't get it, don't worry, you will eventually get it. This is the saw blade mace mod. For now I got these two mods. I will eventually get the engine mod, the epic mod with an active skill, which is, I believe, inside police department. For now, I'm just going to kill this bloater. You could use this, I guess, but doesn't make much difference. Actually, it does, in my case. Anyway, this is the room we are going to clear. Make sure you are full HP, and I will show you how to clear it. Shout out to M-Turbo Gamer, who showed this in one of his videos. So basically you want to sneak and walk by the edge. Walk like this, between these two zombies, and you should avoid getting any of them aggroed at you. You just kill this one, you enter sneaking mode, you kill this one, and let the fun begin. If you want to learn how to wall trick, I will teach you that a bit later, but for now, this is the safe zone, as you can see, and you can time your hits just as the punch is about to be heard. You are going to start exiting the cover. So while you are going out of the cover, the frenzied giant will punch the wall. At least that's my timing. Of course, don't stress out if you aren't making or connecting rather every single hit, because just relax. If you want to successfully wall trick, you want to be relaxed. Another thing is, I haven't been making videos. I have no experience in video making, and I do have a bit of a... It's not camera fright, but rather I just get confused. I get very confused in front of the camera, you know. These two, you could wall trick them there, but... Okay, this is a bit messy. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. Don't have time for this now. Everything is going alright for now. And this is via live machete. As you can see, damage is 36. You just need 34 damage. You don't need 36, because 34 times 3 is 102, which is enough to kill this garbage in 3 hits, which is what you want. Now, here we can get this, yeah. I hope you don't mind this part. without commentary because it's just sometimes easier for me to just shut up and focus on clearing this bunker, you know. Sometimes it's just easier to observe in silence, if you know what I mean. This is a perfect opportunity for me to teach you about these wall tricks, right? You see these doors? They actually have a line. I'm going to show you. This line is a safe space here. You see? These outlines on the doors, they're the edge. So if I step over them, I'm going to get hit. Hang on. Yeah, as you can see, I got hit. Even though there is a wall in front of me, I still get hit, you know? If I just cross them slightly. Oh shit. Shit. As you can see, once the enemy locks onto you, he has infinite range, so you can use that against them and walk literally this far away, so there is a wall between you two, and the enemy as a result will hit the wall and not you, which is always nice. Now let's just take these guys out. You go here. Everything is good. I do have a great phone which can run this game on ultra graphics very smoothly, but because I am recording, my phone performance has dropped significantly, so it's not unexpected that my FPS sometimes drops when I'm on medium graphics as I record. So here we have this frenzied giant. Make sure that you have above, I think, 102 HP, because that's how much damage he deals if you have this armor. And now, that distance is a must. Here, just stay around this sign. But yeah, keeping a large distance when sneak attacking a frenzied giant is mandatory. Always do it with a saw blade mace, but if you are in a pinch, the sledgehammer can do it as well. I gotta read the name. Skull Crusher, yeah, Skull Crusher. My bad, I haven't played this game in a long time, so I forgot some names. I'm sorry. I was a busy man. I mean, I have college and all. It seems that I forgot a gun, so you will excuse me for a brief moment. I took this gun. What's the key? It's to have the sniper shot skill, which is tied to a sight times 8 mod. Now these other mods, they are there to improve the performance of the sight times 8. The drum mag, it increases your damage. The muzzle brake and red laser increase your critical chance, as simple as that. you know, the damage and durability from the drama magazine. It's really good, and I will explain to you why the sniper shot is extremely broken for Bunker Alpha. Basically, it only consumes 2 bullets per ability instead of one, you know. But it deals up to 5 times more damage compared to a single bullet, which means the value per bullet is actually 2.5 times. Now, if it crits, it's even better. So yeah, just send about here. And that's already 40 damage, as you can see. You can deal 41 or 42 damage, but the placements are really tricky, to say the least. That was a crit for 76. Always nice when it crits, because it saves you more time and everything. I will cut the video here to save you time as well. We have successfully destroyed the turret, and for the rest of the journey I will show you how to, I will explain to you why the sniper shot is so good for clearing Bunker Alpha. You can use it pretty much anywhere you can, but I will show you when I deem it the best. And another thing is, okay, I messed that up. You can usually, sneak attack this spitter and then sneak attack this spitter if you have a bit more distance between you and him when sneak attacking. You can sneak attack this next room, which has 2 fast biters, by instantly pressing the sneak button upon opening it. Sadly I cannot, because I fell off in terms of my skills and reflexes, but that's okay. Not all of us are going to be perfect. Oh my god. There we go. I aligned them. But yeah, why the sniper shot is so good is because if you have a sniper shot, you can clear the entire 4th floor with less than 2 M16s. Yeah, you spend, or should I say waste, only 2 assault rifles for the entire 4th floor. That means you leave no turret standing, which you should do, because each of those turrets, they do have some valuable loot they're guarding, and there is a chance that you may find a steel bar and other metal bars as well, such as aluminum or even copper, which, yeah, is just a nice bonus to have. And I will see you off once I clear this floor area. Not the entire floor, because I do have some things I want to show you, but yeah, at least this area here. In the said area I just lured this toxic abomination, and you can just wall trick it as shown. This is the spot. Easy wall tricks, and you can do it quite reliably thanks to the metal pipe, which is very cheap to make. here we do this. Quite easy, quite fast. I don't even feel like cutting this part out, because that's what a metal pipe does. It speeds up things tremendously. If you want to save time and be cheap yet efficient, metal pipe is the way to go. Definitely. But only if you deal like 30 damage. 27 damage, you can achieve it. It requires pretty much only one mod. It's very well suited for fast biters. Here we can actually here. Here I want to show you one thing. You see this contrast line between the door and the bunker wall? Yeah, that's the safety line which you are crossing when wall turking. So make sure to keep note of that. Also, it is highlighted by these black and yellow caution lines on the floor, so you cannot miss it, even if you wanted to. This frenzied giant, he's gonna die really soon. Nothing too crazy about it. Let's just equip this. Actually, yeah. For this area, yeah, just metal pipes. Wish me luck. This is okay. I have the skill, as you can see. I messed up. That's okay. As long as you do not panic, you are fine, as you can see. Now, make sure when using the crowbar to get your target close to the wall. The target cannot have any space between him and the wall, because the crowbar has a short melee range. And the iron pipe has a long range, which makes it really flexible when dealing with such targets. It makes it really flexible when dealing with giants and any other zombie, really. Because you can have more freedom maneuvering around the wall. Here this is risky, I do not recommend it, but if you are quick enough as I am, you can sneak one hit into this guy here. As for this part, I will show you the mechanic, how to wall trick behind this corner. It's pretty easy. Just stay calm. You just need to make the giant enter the punching animation, then quickly pull back behind the corner. Which is quite easy, but it's advanced knowledge, you know. Not every player is going to know that. And as you saw when I was a bit moving back and forth, that's because the crowbar lacks range. Now this frenzied giant, you can also sneak attack him, just make sure to watch out. As you can see, when I approached like that, he can punch me back, but from this distance he cannot. I'm going to cut. Giant dead. If you have the burglar level 3 skill, you can open this. And you can sneak attack this giant as well. Make sure you are around this area here, and the giant cannot retaliate. Again, I'm going to cut. I am now going to go and equip myself for the 3rd floor, but in the meanwhile, since some of you may wonder what did I get in a level 2 locker, I got a grenade and 2 canisters of oil, which is very nice indeed. See you in a moment. Alright, we have arrived, and I just took my tactical armor just in case this armor does run out. Now you can open up this door and quick sneak, as I have shown, to get a jump on this guy, and then you only need to wall trick 2 guys instead. I recommend getting this one beyond the wall, so you can wall trick this guy in peace. Because fast biters, or should I say the small guys, have a faster attack speed, which is rather inconvenient. It's rather inconvenient when dealing with big guys. Let's just put it like that. Small zombies and big zombies behind the same wall or a corner are a big no-no when it comes to wall tricking. So yeah. This area we actually are going to use a machete. Again, if your machete doesn't deal 34 damage, you can always just equip a skull crusher, because that's your next best option, right? Here we can take this, but first I got hit sadly. With a better positioning you can avoid getting hit, so that's my mistake. But yeah, as you can see, we made quick work of this guy too. Here we're just going to take this like a man. 1, 2, avoid getting hit by that thing. As you can see, my armor did suffer quite a bit of damage. I'm going to show it. It's already at half and going to be even lower. Right now I am going to use my skill, but first I am going to make it worthwhile. Which means I'm going to pick a fight with these guys. Which means I'm going to kill these speeders. You can obviously stay behind the wall. You can lure them here if you want, but yeah, I was just too lazy, and now I just use this skill to self-heal, which is, you know, it heals for 110 hit points, which is something you should keep in mind when you want to increase your healing efficiency. Stand here, and now I am going to kill that guy, the guy in this room, and this turret to save you more time. This is going to be a long and thorough guide, so yeah, I am sorry it is long, but if you are interested, you're going to watch this to the end. This is the position around here for the turret when you want to snipe it. So yeah, a quick information for this room: you can actually open this locker without alerting the giant, in case you wondered for any reason. Also, when it comes to this giant, yes, you can wall trick him behind that door, but it's very unreliable and he has a strong chance to come out, so we will do it behind this wall here. Giant has fallen, so let's proceed on to the next destination. Just going to equip a machete real quick to deal with this abomination. Then this. Really simple and quick. For this area you can use a sniper shot if you want. Some real magic right there. And the distance when shooting this giant, you have to be around the edge of this second outer tile. The goal is, well, I just dealt 80 damage, but I think I should deal some more. $81. I don't know how much damage, I forgot the exact damage numbers you are supposed to deal to kill that giant in like 7 hits or something, but yeah. It's like 82 damage per hit, I believe. Also, another thing, you're just slightly twitching to adjust the position. As you saw, the durability I lose on my M16 is very small and rather laughable comparing to the damage output it does, and it saves me a lot of melee weapon durability which I would have lost when fighting that giant. So, you know, always better to save up on some durability when you can. Again, as you can see, here is a well-defined line when wall tricking zombies. It's this line over here. Perfect. Now let's loot and proceed to this guy. You can sneak attack him, just like this. A bit of distance never killed anyone. And like that. We're going to do it here. This is a bit dangerous because it requires, just like the corner wall trick at the second floor, it requires you to enter the giant's attacking distance and then quickly run behind the wall, or rather cover. I have cleared out the area a bit and just wanted to point out that sadly you cannot sneak attack these toxic spitters here. Another thing is that I hope you have learned the wall trick by now. And one thing to mention is that even though this room hasn't been opened, the frenzied giant can sometimes get aggroed, and you can hear him punching a wall if you stand close enough. Now, if you stand close enough, you can aggro him as well, just like this. Did they patch it? If you were standing here, the giant would be aggroed. Something like this, yeah. Something near a wall, the giant would be aggroed. The fact that he isn't aggroed and punching through this wall is weird, to say the least. Never mind, it seems that the developers have patched that bug, but just in case, keep an eye out on that. And we got another grenade, in case you wonder. Now this area here contains 3 frenzied giants, which is just going to be very time consuming, so I am going to summarize it as much as I can. This is the only giant which can be sneak attacked, and it is a bit tricky because you will think you have a lot of range, but so does the giant. It's just from the perspective. So make sure to hide behind those barrels, not next to them, you need to get behind. Another thing I wanted to point out is these doors have false edges, as I showed you with the pen, that the edge is here, here, this is the edge, not this, so you know. However, these big doors are actually correctly modeled and actually fully protect you. Even these edges I'm hugging right now are zombie proof and will protect you again when you're wall tricking, so keep that in mind as well. As far as this group of zombies here is concerned, you can sneak attack the toxic abomination standing right here, then you can lead 2 of them and the spitter and wall trick them right around this corner. The next toxic abomination here can also be sneak attacked, just like this. It is recommended to fight him in place, because running away is just going to be time consuming and he's going to get tons of free hits on you. Same goes for this guy, just take the damage, doesn't matter. You have the self-healing skill, so it's no problem. And there we go. We now have unlocked the exit. You can sneak attack this giant here, just like this. He died. Now this giant, be careful, because of that electric fence. Go right in the middle of this line between the 2 tiles to avoid getting electrocuted, like this. It's, even if you are an older player, you can still miss a line and make a mistake. Now he cannot hurt me, and I'm just running behind this corner here. If you wonder why I haven't unlocked this room, it is because it is supposed to be unlocked from here, and I will show you why. This tile right here is where you want to sneak, right in the middle of it. I'm going to show you. Oh yeah, I can actually sneak attack the abomination, I forgot. So yeah, just like this, you can do it. No problem. Now I'm just going to stand here and fight them all, because I do not care at this point. And why should I? I will just use my self-healing skill and not care about anything going on. This room, I do not recommend you to clear it, but you can grab this chest, just like I did. You can get something nice like a hammer and few coupons. Not a red one, but that's okay. A hammer is a pretty good item both for building the settlement and the melee weapon modifications. As for these spitters, I will do it after I heal up from the skill. So hang on tight. I have swapped my armor and used the skill. And now I wanted to tell you that once your armor is used up, you should save it and bring it home, because you can craft a reinforced armor, which is very nice indeed. This is your friend when grinding in the mid game. It is expensive because it requires leather, but at this point it just depends on you whether or not you're grinding the resources in the zones or not, like, gathering wood and therefore leather or not. In this case I took this Glock 17. I am not going to modify it, because I don't know if some of you have any mods. As for me, I have all the mods for the Glock except for the Elite Shutter. Now we're going to get rid of these spitters, like so. Oh yeah, I do have the seasoned meat effect, I forgot. But yeah, which is why I was able to deal 21 damage and finish off that spitter. Now I am going to use this Glock because, again, I don't care. It is going to get really useful at the 4th floor, so I'm going to show that right away. I just had to do this. Before I proceed onto the 4th floor, I just wanted to show you how you can quickly loot this gas chamber, and all you need is half durability on your gas mask. So let's get started. You just enter without it, you get to the locker, you quickly equip the gas mask, and you loot them both. While you're at it, you're out. And I didn't even use half the gas mask's durability, and if I wanted to, as soon as I got the loot out of the second locker, I could just unequip the gas mask right away and save even more durability. Oh well, we're on the 4th floor now. I am going to show you these things a bit. Of course, I have the sniper shot, so I might as well use it. It's powerful, it has a small cooldown, so yeah, I just love it very much. Because it's just that good. 2 fast biters and the bloater are not a problem. I am wall tricking them successfully, so that's a good thing, always. I'm going to pop the ability here, because this next room is not challenging at all. You sadly cannot sneak attack these guys, but you can wall trick them all the same. As you can see, okay, I made some mistakes, I don't know how, but I slipped up apparently. I am sorry. But yeah, with enough muscle memory and, you know, practice, you can wall trick pretty easily and reliably. It's not even a question. Now, let's see what goodies did we get here. I reckon maybe 2 grenades. Or none. But yeah, you can get 2 grenades from this locker, in case you wondered. Now let's see, we have this beautiful room I love so much. I actually do not love it, I hate it, but yeah. I think you can sneak attack this guy, yeah. Now all of these spitters. It's better to stay and take some damage if that means you're going to finish the job. If that means you're going to finish killing a toxic spitter, or should I say a small guy, it's always good. These 2 guys are now synchronized, like this, and now I'm just going to wall trick them and destroy the turret. See you when I'm done. Zone is cleared, and now I want to show you something. I took the rewards from my past so far that I have accumulated and got some trash blueprints as usual. Going to trade them in, but anyway, I do have 2 infinite packs, which are a good way for you to start accumulating some tactical armors in your inbox, which is a very important thing indeed. Now, whether or not I'll get lucky, we'll see. I mean, I got a Glock, which is pretty lucky, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This is my inbox for those who wonder. It's mostly stuff from the battle pass, you know. Some stuff I did buy from like premium pass or something, I don't know. Can't remember, doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know how did I get that Kevlar armor or MGL, but okay, it's been a while since I played this game, I will tell you that. Another thing is this box right here. If you can't be bothered to make reinforced armor, you can watch these videos to get it here. Always nice. Again, somewhere around here you should see a pack to buy the second recycler. You will see, trust me. You can play with only one recycler, but it's a bit painful, not gonna lie. It's limiting, to say the least. It's very limiting. You know, sometimes you just wanna do something and you can't because, of course, Sometimes you just wanna recycle a gun for the materials, but you're busy keeping that scrap metal going. So you have to wait and delay one thing or another. And for example, you've been in a zone and you got the truck wheel for the... You got the zombie truck wheel, you know? Which is a good thing to recycle because you stand the chance to gain steel bar from it, you know? Like 10 or 15% chance to get a steel bar. So you do want to recycle it, but it takes 1 hour. And then you have to stop recycling your flashlights and whatnot, you know, or golden watches. So it's obviously annoying that you have only one recycler. But luckily it's like $5 or something like that, so it's not really expensive. And to say the least, if you are an adult, right, you are 18 or above, 18 or 21, depends on where you live, you can go to a bank, take your debit card, and yeah, you can start gaming, if you know what I mean. Now, I'm not influencing you to spend your money, any money on this game, but since you're playing this game and are watching my guide, if you want to have a comfortable if you want to have a comfortable or bearable time playing this game, you know, in my humble experience, you need a secondary recycler. Like it's such a massive pain in the ass to not have a secondary recycler. Like only one recycler is such a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Right away. It is nothing but suffering. Obviously, if you are going to buy anything in this game, there is one offer called the Hermit's Pack. When you go to the map, it's in one of these offers, I don't know. Somewhere in that interface, like it's several $100 bundles. Like you get the 1100 coins, you get 200 rations, you get an iron room and whatnot. I think you get something else as well, which is crazy. And that pack costs only like $1 or $2, I forgot. But yeah, it's cheaper than dirt, and it's in this game, yeah, more valuable than gold in real life, pretty much. So yeah, it's the biggest value I have ever seen in any game. Like no other game will have such a valuable pack almost for free, which is out of this mind. Now, to skip this boring part where I'm just tickling these heavy turrets, I am going to notify you when I cleared this area as well. Just a brief information. When you are using the sniper shot against the turrets or your other targets, stationary targets like locked away frenzied giants behind the wall on the 3rd floor, just always make sure that upon you see their health bar, you make another small step so that you are definitely in range and that your character doesn't automatically walk in and deal less damage. Because if sometimes in some cases you will deal 19 damage instead of 20 against these heavy turrets, and that's just bad, because it will require one extra gun bullet, and every bullet on this floor actually counts. So yeah, every bullet counts when dealing with these beefy armored heavy turrets. Another thing I forgot to mention is that at this area you do want to take the rolling skill if you have it. If you do not, then you're going to be in a bit of a tighter situation, to say the least, but it's still manageable if you have a stronger gun. We have successfully cleared this zone. Thank God. I am a bit too unbothered right now, so I will just face tank those guys, otherwise I would run through this room and deal with them like that over here, but I'm just lazy at this point. As you can see, the video, it's taking its damn sweet time, if you know what I mean. It's quite long. Oh, great. The video is quite long and oh my god. And I'm slightly out of patience. Now here we will do these two. It is recommended if you have a modded assault rifle with stability or a well-modded Glock. But if you do not, that's also fine. I will try to do my best with a regular Glock. In fact, I won't even use the sniper shot. Let's see. As you can see, the roll skill came quite in handy, and now you can see why I took the Glock 17 onto the 4th floor, because it really did come in handy and it really did bring the value up. Now onto the sneak, and I will let you know once I clear these two turrets. We have arrived in this room. I would suggest at least taking out one spitter before proceeding further. Of course, ether targets, because why wouldn't it? And now we can deal with this thing in any way we see fit. You can even punch it for all you care if you have that much free time. we're going to clear this frenzied giant and then the next room. Yes, you can indeed. You can in fact sneak attack this guy. Thank God. This room I will deal with it later, but first this. I forgot that there were zombies inside. Nice one. Oh, come on. Can you just stop? Also, these frozen bloaters have two stages, uh, or should I say 2 HP thresholds at which they will stagger their attacks and increase their damage and healing. So be careful when wall tricking to not miss your rhythm, because they will stagger, they will try to disrupt you. Just pop this. Use a katana here or a machete, because it's better. Now as far as this goes, you can use this too. I do recommend you to use a rolling skill here, this one, the roll, but I couldn't care less, honestly. I forgot. And it's okay. Honestly, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. Usually you want to walk over here, so the giant is on this edge. So you can just go here and walk by this edge and just bypass the giant that way. But if you have the rolling skill, you can avoid any fancy maneuvers like that. Nice loot indeed. Am I right? Now as for the grenades, of course it's only one, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Usually it's 2 or even 3. And the sole reason you are doing the 4th floor is because of those grenades and the steel. Because trust me, those extra grenades you get from that final chest, they can make all the difference. I think you can even get 4 of them at once, so yeah. It's usually 2 or 3. Yeah, as you can see, I almost wasted a shot. If I haven't cancelled it. So yeah, you do want to walk a bit closer so the guy doesn't automatically walk for you. Now this turret, it looks very cool. I like this blue lighting it has next to the chest it's guarding, and I like this entire room. The scenery is magnificent. It's beautiful, scary and beautiful, you know. It's got that familiar feeling, you know. It represents this bunker so well. Now, if how you can avoid getting bored clearing this bunker over and over again, I would say just turn your brain off, you know, just turn off your brain. Because this bunker is, it's all about the mechanical part, you know. You just know your mechanics and you just rinse and repeat the wall trick and the sniper shot. That's the path to riches. That's the path to riches this bunker holds. It is quite boring, but and takes a lot of time. But yeah, it is necessary to make progress. Would I like that there was a faster way? Yes, of course, but you know, there is no way that's faster and more economical than the sniper shot. Sniper shot is a must if you want to clear the 4th floor, of course. If you don't have the sniper shot or can't bother clearing the 4th floor, which is totally understandable, and I respect it, then I just suggest you to clear the first 2 rooms so you can at least stand a chance in getting that grenade. But anything other than that, and yeah, it's just not worth it. Usually you just want to clear the 2nd and 3rd floor, except that one room on the 3rd floor which I mentioned. And then just clear the first 2 rooms on the 4th floor to get a chance at getting the grenade. And then just straight up go to the hard mode, clear your way to the blind one, kill the blind one, get your loot, and get out of the bunker. That's usually how a bunker run goes, but this is for those players which have a lot of free time and even more patience. One thing you can do to help pass the time is to have a tea or coffee, you know, something to drink, some cookies, you know, something to eat and drink to pass the time. You could also watch YouTube, you know. You could also watch the YouTube and, you know, just pass the time quicker, and all you do is just check every once in a while if your sniper shot is ready. That's my personal advice how you can help pass the time clearing this 4th floor, because it really takes an eternity to be done. The almighty turret has fallen. And now let's see what did he guard. Here you can find a steel ingot, which is why it's worth it. Sadly there was no steel, but it's okay. It's still okay. I'm going to loot this entire floor and tell you the results of whether or not it has been worth it, but first of all I need to sort out my inventory. Another thing is about this bunker, allow me to remember, I think I forgot. Yes, I remembered, it was I usually do the entire bunker run, which means I clear every single floor, and then I clear every single floor on hard mode as well. Because I can, you know. With enough melee weapons you definitely can clear anything and everything. And I do have enough weapons to clear the hard mode entirely, so yeah. But this time I just feel a bit mentally drained to do so yeah, I'm afraid I will not do that this time. I will just clear the third floor up to the... I will just clear the first half of the third floor. Or no, I will actually clear the entire third floor, but I will not be clearing the second floor, and I will only clear the first two rooms of the fourth floor. In this video at least. But later on I will clear out the entire bunker on hard mode as well. I just can't do it in this video because it's been a long time. It truly has been a long time, and I'm sorry. But I cannot do it. I'm going to proceed to loot each and every floor now and tell you what I found. This is the loot from the second floor. I did not take all the items as I did not need all the items. But yeah, I took this beer for a funny occasion which will happen in this bunker run. You will see shortly. On to the third floor we go. Lucky me, I guess. Look what I found first time in my entire life. Never have I before found a white paint inside of a bunker. A white paint inside the regular bunker locker is impossible. This is my first time after like literally 1,000 bunker runs. I have made countless Bunker Alpha runs, and this is my first time seeing a white paint. I'm not even kidding. If there were any loot tables, I would like to know and see my chances of getting that one, but yeah, I never seen anyone get white paint. Alright, this is the loot combined from the second and third floor. I did get a machete and I did get the white paint as well as one additional grenade. I'm going to deposit all the loot and onto the fourth floor. I have arrived on the fourth floor and I have looted it as well. I don't think I have deposited the machete. And this is the loot. Sadly, it is weaker than usual. It is very weak compared to usual, but that's just this run. Expect in future runs, expect in your runs to get a much better loot, you know? Fourth floor can give you medkits and more iron and more steel as well as more grenades. So yeah, do not be discouraged by seeing such trash loot in my inventory. Now onto the hard mode, I will see you in a moment. We are on the third floor now, and we have obviously activated the hard mode. Now we are going to finish what we started. Nice reflexes. You should use a machete or a katana against the bloater on hard mode because it does deal 16 damage, which only means you need 15 hits to kill him. You only need 15 hits to kill a bloater, so unlike with the metal pipe which deals only 14 damage. Once again we strike the spitter, this time he does survive. And now we are stuck fighting an exploder. For the exploder you want this one cold bite. You can use any weapon at this point, because it only matters that you deal damage. You can even use fists, although only when you're desperate should you do that. Only if you're desperate should you use fists, and otherwise just use any other weapon. We have a turret ahead of us, so yeah, you know what's gonna happen. I totally didn't expect the turret to just disappear, right? Also guys, I am sorry that I have lost all my enthusiasm in this video, but yeah, can you blame me? This is my first video since forever. Like in general, my first well-made video with some effort, and it's first time that it's this long. So I am sorry that it's not the best. If you are bored or rather skilled enough, you can use a zip gun to wall trick as well. Like this. It's a bit harder because it's a bit harder to wall trick with a zip gun because it has a delay. It has a force swing. So make sure that you are very careful. And it should be fine. And it should be fine. You know what? Let's first go and kill the blind one. I will deal with this later. I got no energy. Now that the spitters are more dangerous, let's do this. Spitters are very good in hard mode because they have a tendency to drop notebooks. They have a tendency to drop the notebooks, so spitters are very good actually. Let's change the armor, finally. And now the most exciting part comes into play. We only need one shotgun, I guarantee you. We do not need another. One, two, three, 4, 5. My bad. You can get 6 shots in if you shoot at the blind one, just as he is hitting the wall. You need to time it. I missed it twice now. But yeah, you can hit him twice. Missed. It's okay. My shotgun is rather durable. Missed again, oh my god. And I missed another shot. I used to do this reliably back in the day, but not anymore. Which is sad, but I obviously need just a bit of practice, and I should be back on track. I hit it, and that's 6 shots. Perfect. I hope this is it. It probably would have been. Doesn't matter anyway. Now let's just see. 1, 2, 3. Gonna get this, and there we go. Now I honestly don't care about this spitter. You know what? While I'm at it, that's another way how you can deal with the toxic abomination. Zombies which are still behind this fence actually have no damage reduction from the hard mode. And that is a very sweet thing indeed, as you can see. They only get damage reduction once you open the door to the room. We got rid of him, and now we shall do this. One reason why you would do the entire bunker on both normal and hard mode is because if you do the entire bunker in hard mode, you can get one floppy per bunker run. So you gain one floppy every 2 days basically. But the downside is, well, yeah, you're doing the entire bunker 2 times, which is just draining, you know? It's a chore. It's not even fun how tiring and exhausting it can be. So, if you want a floppy every single time you do a bunker run, you can go for this, but you need to be prepared in terms of, well, weapon mods such as the M16, and you need to be prepared in terms of willpower and free time, because it's just brutal. One thing you could do is you could obviously clear the entire bunker in multiple sittings. I am recording a video, so I am clearing it in one go. I will eventually clear it, but not in this video. I don't have the patience, sadly. And I don't think I should prolong a video this much. It's already disgustingly long. I do not understand how that happened. I should have killed the exploder, but yeah. I think I miscalculated the HP by 1. Yeah, I think I dealt 68 damage and he had 1 HP. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not able to think clearly anymore. Be right back after I watch an ad. Before I go back inside the bunker, just a quick heads up. If you have any zombie corpse in front of the bunker, you can always use it as a storage, obviously. That includes this zombie here, which I missed, unfortunately. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but what can I do? I'm heading back now. Round 2, what will we get? Not a grenade, sadly, but that's okay. Thought I would show you a bit more how to use a zip gun in wall tricking, so here it is. You should just know the force swing animation, or should I say the delay on the zip gun's damage. You should know that delay well and combine it with the delay between frenzied giants attacks. And the result should be, well, flawless, you know. You should get a flawless result regardless. Like when you're using a shovel to wall trick, so yeah, nothing extraordinary, to say the least. Although shovel requires a bit practice. A bit of practice. It's not easy to pull it off. But it's a first step in practicing. You should see how hard it is to use a skull crusher or a baseball bat. The heavy baseball bat. But heavy baseball bat is good because it has even more durability and more damage, you know. So it's good. Technically it's better, but it's much harder. So if you are good in wall tricking, it is rather rewarding to use. As you can see, this guy never stood a chance. I'm going to use up the zip gun and then I'm just going to finish the job with a skull crusher just to show you. That it's possible, although very tricky, to say that the least. Sometimes you just need to reset the time of the giant's attack, you know? As you... What? My mistake? Apparently. Yeah, the game lagged as well. I had a small lag. I will be right back and I will do better. I have returned once more. This time I will not mess up. What's hard about this isn't getting one hit, but being able to get consecutive hits without resetting, you know, to increase the efficiency. As you can see. The angle is quite unpredictable at which he is attacking. The hitbox of the wall, it's not predictable. So it's a bit hard to land a hit on him. Also, for some reason my frame rate is... my FPS is really bad right now. It's really bad right now. It's really bad right now. So sadly I cannot use the skull crusher as intended. But anyway, that should be it for now. I will loot this entire place right now. And after I do that, I will check if I have the floppy to give you an opening. Guys, I think I found another white paint. At this point, I don't think this is possible, and it's safe to say that the developers simply added the white paint as a common drop. I do not believe that it was obtainable before. But now me getting it twice in the same run, I don't think it is. It used to be an exclusive item, to say the least. Very hard to come by. So what I was saying, I will loot these floppy resources, the chevrons, dog tags and military notebooks. And once I'm done doing that, I will head down, open up the red crate, show you the loot, and after that I will check if I have the floppy and open up the floppy and wrap things up. I just wanted to once again apologize for my general weirdness when recording, because I just turn my brain off. I just turn off my brain when recording, so yeah. Another thing is you can just click the hand button like I did and you won't be harmed by the gas, regardless. So that's another neat thing. Now I will just clear out this room and yeah, go down. I was just showing you a bit of the sledgehammer or skull crusher wall trick. That it's very hard but doable. Once again. Cold Python incredibly good against parasites because it two shots them, doesn't waste your ammo. Let's finish this guy and we're going down. He is dead, so let's loot this room and finish. Got some medical supplies, always nice. Another red ticket. Overall, every bunker run you gain over 30 tickets, so you can stack, you can carry them over, you know. Once you get 30 tickets, you can open the red crate at the beginning of the run and then store another 30 tickets for the next run. And I got pretty much nothing. I mean, I got the white paint, if anything. This is just a large magazine. Overall, sadly, a bad drop. But it's okay. Not every time will you get the SWAT armor and 3 or 4 assault rifles, you know. Or a lance. A lance is really good. It's a really good drop. So now let's just check if I have enough for a floppy. I do. Nice. I was planning to open a floppy in this video. Regardless, I would just grind the resources of camera, but this just saves me time and energy. Before I go to floppy, I didn't forget my promise, guys. I said I will put this beer to a good use. A good use indeed. Am I right? Let me just... Yeah, that's the spot. Nope. Still off target. This is just a good old target shooting. Don't mind it. Ah, yes. Perfect. See? Beer is literally the best item. Very fun indeed. Oh well, off to the shower. Just gonna loot this real quick. Oh look, more beer. Well, I don't have time for that. I wish I would get an infected box, but I got it last time, I believe. So it's just not happening again. You know what? I'm just gonna run and cut the video. Well, we have arrived. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna set the graphics back to ultra because the frame rate wasn't bad. Now let's see. What do we have here? It's an ordinary floppy. Nothing bad. Nothing to scoff at. For sure. Let's see. And what do you know? A beauty it is. Well, this was definitely worth it, to say the least. Yeah, beautiful. Gonna take all. Put this in the offhand. And yeah, gonna return and dispose. Before I end the video, just a quick rundown about the PD. When you're doing the yard, you should do like first 7 waves you should do with a melee weapon, and first 3 waves you should do without armor. Later on, when you feel like armor and melee weapon is not enough, you can start using grenades, and the way you use grenades, you start spamming the button when you see the enemies enter your minimap. Of course, you want to be facing them. And when the enemies start appearing on your minimap, you do want to spam your grenade button until your character throws it. Then you want to stand on the grenade for 2 seconds. When you leave, you want to leave in a circular area like this, circular motion, so that the zombies will circle around the grenade. But you will be away from the blast and you won't get hit. There are videos about this guide for police department, so if this wasn't clear enough, do feel free to search up other guides about police department. This was mostly related for Bunker Alpha. Of course, I should have included the police department run, but I'm just too lazy and it's too time consuming for me and for this video. I cannot fit an entire Bunker Alpha run inside one video as well as police department. I will do that in the next video, which I will upload very soon. I will do the classic amount of waves. The amount of waves which you should do is around 30. 20 to 30. You should do at least 20 waves. Optimally, you should do like 25. But yeah, 25 waves is something you should do, and you will be good. Just farm those blue cards, and yeah. And as well as green cards. Do not always have at least 30 green cards and convert the rest into blue cards. And you should be good to go. That way you have a steady supply of melee weapons for Bunker Alpha, and you have a steady supply of tactical armors and medicine as well as guns. I guess see you next time, whenever that might be. Have a great time. Have a beautiful day and goodbye. See you.